Alright, so first question.
Yep.
How and when did you get your calling to God?
That's a hard question to ask someone, but I guess for me it was when I was at school, maybe from the age of about 16. I was thinking, when I saw other brothers, I was thinking I could be like that. I'd like to be like you, and it was a bit weird because I didn't kind of understand it too much, but I it wouldn't go away. So it was sort of something that just stayed with me, and I felt like I had to do something about it, at least try it to see.
Okay. So where do you work and what's your average day like?
Well, I work at what's called our province office, so at Drummoyne, just a bit further into Sydney. We have an office that has all sorts of people, and my job is to be part of a team of 6 people who go around and run courses for staff across Marist schools. We have 50 schools across Australia, and we make sure that our staff understand what it is to be Marist, how to be contemporary in being Marist. And one of the best things about the programs that we run is people get a chance to meet other people from different schools, right from maybe as far away as Perth or Cairns, and they actually see that we're all on about the same thing in different schools.
Alright. So what made you decide to work in your field as opposed to
Do you mean like my particular job?
yeah.
Well, I have actually been a teacher for most of my life, and I was doing a job a bit like your Mr. Challoner here, in charge of RE. But I was asked to take on this particular job because we think that forming the staff in our schools is one of the most important things we can do at the moment. Because if we have well-formed staff, it means boys like yourselves can have really great people who are working with them.
Yep. Alright. Do you find it hard to live the life you do?
It's pretty unusual, and by the way, I don't go down the shops dressed like this because it might scare people.
Yeah.
But I think we have a really good community life. So as a brother, I really enjoy who I live with. We don't get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or anything like that to say prayers, but we do have a really good prayer life together, and I enjoy that. And we celebrate really well together. Probably the hardest thing is not having any family of my own. I would like to have my own kids, but it's something that I think, well, God's asked me to do something different, and I really enjoy when I meet girls and boys across the country or teach them myself, that I think I've got a chance to influence them in that way.
Alright. What would you recommend to young adults who think they have a calling to God?
Talk to someone about it. I think the best thing is to realise that it is a bit unusual, and so if you have enough guts to talk about it to one of your friends, you might find a surprising response. They might say good on you for thinking about it. The next thing would be to make contact with someone. So if you're thinking about being a priest, we'll talk to someone who you trust, or a brother, or just make sure you are not too scared to actually say it. And I think the main thing is to be actually open to try and listen to what is being asked of you in your life in whatever way.
Alright. What's your fondest memory of being a brother?
I've got lots. I've got lots, but I think one of the best would be in the last school that I worked at. I'm actually a musician, and we had a really big mass for the school and also the girls' school next door, a bit like Catherine McCauley.
Yeah.
So we had both schools together, and we had a 50-piece orchestra and a 10-piece rock band, and that was probably one of the best ways of helping young people to understand that God and church is cool, and I think they joined in really well. So yeah, that was a great day.
Alright.